We are joined tonight by Jeffrey Garten. He is a former Undersecretary of Commerce in the Clinton administration, a former managing partner at Lehman Brothers, and now a professor at Yale University School of Management. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Nice to be here.
We started the program talking about China, so let's talk about China ourselves. There had been a lot of hope that this was the nation that would draw the world out of this recession. Is that beginning to fade?
I think it is fading. You know, China was growing at 12% a year. It's down to maybe 7 or even 6 now. They're experiencing a lot of problems from this recession, and they alone will not have the capacity to pull us out.
If China is not the answer, who or what is?
Well, I think it's going to take growth on the part of several countries. The U.S., the European Union, which is a group of 24 countries, or 27 countries now, and China. It's going to have to be some kind of a simultaneous, almost a reboot of the world economy.
And to aid that process, there are a lot of countries, the United States, many others, are endorsing and trying to pass these huge stimulus packages, hundreds of billions of dollars. Is that really going to work?
Well, I think it's necessary. It will at least put a floor under the deterioration of all these economies.
But it's not necessarily going to get us back to where we were.
I would be skeptical. I think it's going to take a lot more than just the stimulus packages. For example, it's going to take a very significant increase in trade, too.
How do you encourage that? How do we get that going?
Well, first you have to stop the decline. And then there has to be some return of confidence. And you know, there have been huge financial recessions in the past, and we've always come out of them. I think the question is, how long does it take? How deep does it get, and how long will it take?
Well, you mentioned the issue of trade, which is interesting because within the U.S. stimulus package, as it's proposed, is a sort of Buy American clause. It's called the Buy American provision. And it seems to make good sense, but yet you would also seem to imply that's not necessarily the right way to go.
Well, Buy America really means that no government money can be spent on supplies that originate from outside the U.S. So it's really an anti-trade kind of measure, almost a protectionist measure. And the danger is that we are very dependent on trade, not just our imports, but also our exports. And if we have a Buy America provision, England is going to have a Buy England provision, and Germany is going to have a Buy Germany provision, and Japan's going to have one, and as a result, many of our big global companies will be shut out of foreign markets. So it's a very dicey proposition. Just like in the Depression, when you had protectionism, it made everything worse.
We have to leave it there. Jeffrey Garten, thank you.